Hello everyone, today we will talk about school psychology. School psychology is a profession concerned with the development of children through school, family, community, and other social systems. The mission of the American Psychological Association for the study of school psychology is to enhance student achievement and well-being, promote positive school environments that encourages all students to reach their full potential, and advance the field of school psychology through research, advocacy, and collaboration. School psychologists use a wide range of skills to promote students' academic success as well as healthy social emotional development. School psychologists may provide conclusion service to those at the risk for learning or behavior problems. They can teach individual students coping skills to deal with stress, anxiety, and other emotional problems. They can also facilitate parents' efforts to help their children succeed in school while judging other life issues. School psychologists are mental health professionals who take a developmental approach to promote healthy social and economical growth among children, and they synthesize information from numerous sciences such as biology, neurology, social psychology, political science, education theory, school reforms to inform practice with children and families. School psychologists then take this information and apply it to promote healthy development, grow academic achievements, facilitate safe learning environments, and address social emotional difficulties. Now let's talk about history of school psychology. The field of school psychology has its roots in 19th century with the first school psychology conference held at Clark University in 1987. The conference led to the establishment of American Psychological Association in Washington DC and to a separate division called Division 15 in 1908. The American Psychological Association passed a resolution promoting school psychology as a specialty. In 1969, the Congress passed Title V of the Higher Education Act, which created grants for graduate training in school psychology. The National Association of School Psychologists was formed in 1969 following the enhancement of Act and currently has nearly 7,000 members. The first school psychologists were individuals who were educated as both teachers and mental health professionals. They spent their time assessing and treating students' learning and behavioral problems. In 1902, Whitmer established the first psychological clinic in an elementary school classroom at the University of Indonesia under the name Psychological Clinic. By 1908, there were nearly 100 similar clinics in the schools. The field continued to grow throughout the 1950s and 1960s with an increasing number of states developing licensing requirements for school psychologists. In 1975, it changes the name of American Psychological Society, which became the American Psychological Association in 1979. A new division, Division 16, was established within the APA at the time of school psychology. It assumed responsibility for administrating and observing all the activities to become known as American Psychological Association. Now let's talk about main practice areas of school psychologists. Prevention and interventions including universal, selective and indicated strategies for improving students' social and emotional functioning at the level of classroom, school, building, district. Diagnosis including the use of formal assessment to identify existing student academic and social emotional development differences. Clinical services including individual counseling, group counseling, family counseling, crisis intervention, support services for children with disabilities or medical problems, and the use of motivational techniques to promote positive behavior change. Services for students with disabilities including adaptations related services, early identification, interventions meetings, individual needs in inclusive settings, parent training, education. Now let's talk about methods that are used by school psychologists. Psychological assessment, including the interpretations of data from formal instruments as well as behavioral observation and clinical interviews. Case management, it includes referral to community-based services for those students who require more intensive supports or services that can be provided in school. Consultation with teachers and other members of school community. Consulting with the district and state level policymakers as well as national organizations to help shape laws, policies and practices that impact children's access to quality education. Training and technical assistance for teachers, principals, related services personnel, language psychologists and school staff members and other community members who work with children at the individual or system level. Now let's talk about theories of school psychology. Behaviorism. Behaviorism is a school of psychology focuses on observation behavior. One well-known proponent of this school was Skinner. Behaviorist theories are activist learning theories where the teachers act as a part of learning process by actively manipulating and controlling the environment to promote desired behaviors. This school of thought is closely related to stimulus-response theories. Behavioral learning theories are concerned with the acquisition, organization, and integration behavior. Behavioral theories believe that it is possible to understand human learning through observing changes in the environment that immediately precede and follow an observable response. Cognitivism. Cognitive learning theories highlight the importance of the mental process involved in learning. It focuses on how people acquire, process, store, and use information. Cognitive believes that effective learning requires active participation from the learner. One example of cognitive learning theory is Albert Bandura's spatial learning theory. Social learning theories and special learning theory believe that a major part of learning takes place through observation and imitation. They are that people learn not just by being rewarded or punished for a behavior, but also by watching others be rewarded or punished for that behavior. So that's it from our video. Hope you will like it. Thank you.